Hello and welcome to something that we're just giving a try. This is an unnamed podcast with myself, Jamie, and my friend Liam Legacy.
Hello guys, we are trying this.
Because I can't get this into college to like put actual relevant pictures and clips on here, we're just gonna be playing Overwatch in the background. Basically, we're
Yeah,
playing Overwatch while we're talking about stuff. Should go on for just shy of an hour.
yeah. Depends how quick we get through topics, or if we have to skip a few, maybe.
Yeah. So been a while since we've recorded together.
A long time for me.
Oh yeah, definitely. So I just why was there a spoon in my room? Anyway, well, so basically, what me and Liam do when we're not recording, we just talk about comics and stuff. It's how we brush up on our knowledge and stuff, and also it's just what we talk about.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. So thought we could record some of it, like talk about current topics in comics, movies, games,
Such as
predictions, our
Dark Knight
thoughts.
Metal, maybe.
I'm thinking the same. Maybe
Yes.
it's not a fucking list.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The
So DC
list.
map. Let's just do a quick summary. So basically, it turns out, if you remember I'm pretty sure like almost pre-New 52, Batman was sent back in time by Darkseid. And basically I'm just gonna quick summary of what DC Metal is, how it started. Basically it started years ago. Like this is something that I think has been in the works for a while now. So he gets sent back in time by Darkseid. He's like lost in time. People think he's dead because they found his body. And basically a god called like an unpronounceable name. Just let me find it. Like
There's so many unpronounceable names.
it's like he's basically a Batman demon god thing who's been spying on him since the beginning of time. Yeah, just gotta let that one sink in. Basically,
Yep.
this person's like been fighting the immortal characters throughout DC, such as Vandal Savage, Hawkman, Hawkgirl,
Etc.
you know, the immortals. We know it's got something to do with Darkseid, because there's weird stuff going on with Darkseid, like he's a baby now.
No,
Basically,
once he died, I actually remember this. He died, obviously, as everyone knows, so that's when all the Justice League became new gods. Flash became Death, Superman became God of Strength, etc. Shazam got all his
yeah,
new
but
powers.
we're in New 52
Darkseid
anymore, so
was
it's confusing.
revived into a baby.
Yeah. Unrelated, this game is overly easy, but anyway. So, basically, Batman throughout New 52 and that event, he has come into contact with different metals, which were all covered in storylines. If you remember the first storyline of Batman New 52, Court of the Owls, he drank from a small fountain when he was lost in a maze that had one of the metals in it. And basically upon drinking that, that's started what had been set in motion, which led to DC Metal.
And the
Which-
negative multiverse.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. And basically there was the Magnesium in Batman Endgame. Can't remember the name of the metal. I actually have the comics here in case I need to double check anything. There was the other type of metal that he touched when what storyline was it? The one where he was fighting Bloom?
I can't
Yeah,
remember
I think it
that.
was just called The End.
I think you
Yeah,
might be right about that.
Yeah, I think it was just like called The End or something like that, because it was his last like major New 52 storyline. Yeah, basically following that, it used it to turn himself into Batman again, and then there was Nth Metal, which he came into contact with in the first issue of Metal, which is what set everything into motion where he was panicking. So he'd already been researching this, but I feel like we should actually cover what happened in Metal issue 1, don't you think?
Yeah, we probably should. Would be for the best.
Do you want to do it, or should I do it?
I shall allow you because you have read the comics more recently than I have.
Right, so basically, it starts with them, just an unrelated story, they're fighting an alien with the Justice League, and basically they go back down to Earth to find a group of people who call themselves Talon or something. Really should have looked this stuff up before we started this.
Probably
just double-checked
should have.
it all. Yeah, but basically, it's led by Kendra, aka Hawkgirl.
Yeah.
Batman had
Hawkgirl.
met her before in a earlier storyline in Rebirth. called End of the World. But basically there was a virus which was actually going to end the world, started on Mr. Freeze. Not going to get into it, it's not really related. And quite simply, Batman came into contact with it and it made him panic. He knew what he was researching now. He came into contact with Nth Metal. Duke and Green Lantern, well, Hal Jordan and Green Lantern, find the Joker in the Batcave. It turns out he's been prisoner there since Endgame. Well, after Endgame, they didn't really specifically how long he's been there for.
A while. Put it like that.
Yeah, but obviously Joker being the cryptic guy he is, he didn't give a straight answer. All he said is, for once, I'm the hero here. He took on Duke and Hal Jordan, surprisingly, putting up a hell of a fight against Hal Jordan.
Damn.
Yeah, like I was surprised by this. I thought Joker might have gotten a power boost or something. But yeah, and you know the machine that let Bruce become Batman again?
Yeah.
It turns out that has something to do with bringing in the Dark Knights, as they call themselves. So Joker went to destroy it, and he kept on saying, "You should be helping me." But while this was happening, Batman was on the run, trying to stop this from happening, like stopping the Dark Knights from coming. But the Justice League were concerned, as you would expect. They chased him down. He like set him on a wild goose chase all over the place. And then they find him in a temple. In this temple, Batman came to think he was tricked. He thought this was the temple he was in back when he was lost in time. So he was going to use the baby Darkseid, travel back in time, and fight that god. The weird god with the weird name.
No one remembers that name.
Yeah, like I said, I'm actually pulling up the comics so I can actually get his name. Because I can't just call him Bat God.
I am Bat God.
Barbatos, that was it, because I kept on thinking it sounds like Barbados Slim from Futurama.
It does, that's just quite funny.
Yeah, and basically all the metals, as we know, if I can just scroll back to names, people, we really should have looked this stuff up first. Like, I'm actually like scrolling through the comic, trying to find the page where they name the metals. Basically, the Bat family helps send the Justice League on a wild goose chase, like, they go to Gorilla City, Spirit Wall, or whatever that is. I don't really know about DC's magic side.
Oh, the Spirit Wall.
Yeah.
Oh, if we're talking about the I've actually completely forgot the name.
Source Wall.
Yeah, the Source Wall. If we're talking about that.
Yeah. And basically, they send them a wild goose chase, like all of the Bat family, and then by the end, Nightwing. So they're chasing them all over the place. They don't actually point out who was where. All knows that all of them are in the Amazon, the entire Bat family. And then Flash actually calls them on it. He says, "Look, you're Nightwing." Well, Flash and Green Lantern both say, "Look, you're Nightwing, you're Batgirl, you're Red Hood. You're not tricking us. Where's Bruce?" And play the game. Yeah, by the time they actually figured it out, it turns out the Batman that Superman caught was Clayface in disguise, who gives a description of all the metal, the Star Brigade, however you pronounce that, in the fountain, the Dynesium in Endgame, Prometheum, the stuff that brought him back, well, turned him back into Batman. And Prometheum is also what Deathstroke's armor is made of. Interesting. Yeah. Enough.
Sometimes it isn't, most time it is.
Which was covered in issue. Well, I've actually got issue 3 here. They say it's Prometheum.
No, I mean there's a few times where it's just like normal armor, but most time. Also, Nth Metal is what Hawk Girl uses in her was what her hammer's made out of.
Yeah, I think it's also what the armor's made of as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's insanely strong.
Yeah, it fell in a form of a meteor thousands of years ago. And if you've seen Legends, you know this Vandal Savage, Hawkman, and Hawkgirl were affected by it and made them immortal. Basically, following this, Hawkgirl went to the Legion, I'm pretty sure the Legion of Doom. Vandal Savage was there, all the immortal characters like Ra's al Ghul,
For
Vandal
a reference of power quickly, if anyone's wondering, I mean how strong it is, Superman has claimed it hurts like hitting by it's the same as getting hit by a planet when he got like hit by Hawkman, so it's pretty strong stuff.
Yeah, and just talking about why I set up the next game. Essentially, I can't think now. Batman travels to the Valley of Kings, tomb of Prince Cafu. I am pronouncing that completely wrong, I am certain, but basically that's where it all began. Like, all the build up to Metal, that's where it all began. He goes there trying to find a way for baby Darkseid, who he's carrying around in a bag, to take him back.
Yeah.
He's got Hawkman's mace, and he's ready to go back and fight Barbabasos or whatever. And he explains that to Superman and Wonder Woman, who found him there. And then the cultists turns up, the immortal cultists, who were expecting Batman there. And it turns out they changed the Court of the Owls, who turn up in a minute, changed the coordinates that he had recorded for that tomb, and it's actually the tomb of Half-Set, which is where they were planning on finishing the ritual. They pin Batman against a wall and infect him with the last metal, which turns Batman into the portal itself, which brings through the Dark Knights.
The Dark Knights, they scary. If any of you kept up with them...
They are pretty fucked up. I think we could probably quickly cover who they all are.
Okay, Red...
But basically...
We can probably do that now.
A group of zombie Joker-fied Robins, if you remember Endgame, the weird zombie Jokers.
They creepy
They jump out the portal and grab all the Court of the Owl members who are there. Think again. You grab all of them, and then Batman is now the portal. But Superman and Wonder Woman have both been dropped by this weird magic attack, and a voice says from the portal, "You want Bruce Wayne? Look around." And then we see the Dark Knights, we see the female Aquaman version, the Doomsday version, the Death Machine, aka the Cyborg's
Red Death.
Superman then. Yeah, I'm saying it in order, like scrolling across the page. Batman who laughed, who's got all the zombified Robins with him. The Wonder Woman one, Red Death, who is the Batman Flash, who his character design is just so badass.
It is.
Yeah, and then the Dawnbreaker, which is the Green Lantern Batman. They all appear, and they basically say, "You never knew the origin of the multiverse." He says, because the thing is, as much as you fight for truth, the fact is the story of Krona is also a tragedy because I let you. Welcome to the dark. He stabs his weird like tendril things into Superman and Wonder Woman, and they both, just rot away into skeletons. Still alive though, just to clarify, because they're in later issues. And that's basically how issue 1 and 2 are, with quick summaries, really. Then in 3, the world is, to be honest, just completely fucked. A lot of people have gone underground. Batman's been taken. Justice League, I'm pretty sure, in my opinion, the Justice League are near enough beaten now. Lex Luthor's down, Superman was down by the end of the issue.
All the big players are down.
Yeah, Wonder Woman and Superman are still around. There's I'm just giving a quick summary here. Yeah, Superman takes on the Doomsday Batman. There's a weird Joker Hydra coming from the main one. I can never say this name.
I don't think anyone can.
Yeah, he also then runs into the Joker the Batman who laughed even. He meets Flash again. It then cuts to seeing everyone who's gone underground. Nightwing looking like a complete scavenger badass. Deathstroke, Dr. Fate, basically shows the teams together. And they're all trying to find Bruce, because they know Bruce is a big connection to all of this. And when Superman goes to find him, he's taken out of the fight. He gets taken to the Dark Multiverse, out of the fight, along with Batman. So that's Batman and Superman out of the fight already. So, and that's how issue 3 ends. Batman and Superman are both out of the fight, which is pretty nuts.
Especially with Superman, because him being Superman, they lost the big guns, they lost Batman. They just fucked.
Nuts when you think about it.
They just fucked at this point, really.
Especially the fact that the Dark Multiverse, the one that is constantly falling apart, Batman and Superman are both trapped there now, and Batman has withered and aged into an old man. So things are not looking good, to put it as simply as possible.
So do you want to discuss some of the Knights now?
I think we got to start with like the key one here because we still haven't got the drowned, which is the Aquaman Nero one, or the Batman Who Laughed issues yet.
I can remember
I haven't
3
read
of
it.
them off by heart.
Okay, I know the Red Death, the Death Machine,
And the Green
I
Lantern
thought I was gonna
one,
cough it.
Dawnbreaker.
Yeah, Dawnbreaker.
Because they're the ones we
Yeah,
got.
we know them.
Red Death one
And I
is.
suppose we can speculate about the others. Do you want me to cover? Do you want to cover Red Death?
I'll cover Red
'Cause I've
Death.
been talking a lot.
'Cause yeah. Red Death, his one is essentially Batman decides, because we're gonna like skim through this one, because we just had
All the Robins die. Just
yeah.
quick
Everyone
explanation why he does
dies
this.
pretty much. Just pretty much all of them in all the universes. Doesn't everyone die?
The Dark Multiverse is like collapsing in on itself or something.
So-
Like the only one who fully knows it is the Batman Who Laughs, because he's the one who went around recruiting everyone.
So Red Death, essentially, he goes after Flash to steal his power in the most badass way. He uses
Yeah.
doesn't he use every single rogue weapons? All of the
He
rogues
uses the
weapons.
entire rogues gallery weapons against them.
Captain's Cold's gun, Mirror
Captain
Master's
Cold's gun.
Mirror Masters, everything. And in the end, after a fight, he captures him on the Bat car, and
Yeah, he modifies the Batmobile so it has cosmic treadmill technology.
yeah, no, it's I actually looked up. He uses that is the cosmic treadmill modified onto the Bat car.
Really, I thought it was the other way around. I thought it was the Batmobile modified with the cosmic treadmill.
Well, no, yeah, pretty much it's just modified onto the Batmobile, and
Yeah.
it pretty much just straps him to it and forces him to use the Speed Force and steals it. Doesn't he travel into the Speed Force, then steals it?
Yeah.
And
But Flash
leaves
even warns
him in
that's
there.
not how the Speed Force. Oh no, him and Barry fuse into one person.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts, isn't it?
Yeah, that is actually.
Yeah, and basically upon getting the power, he goes straight to Gotham and slaughters all his
Everyone.
villains. Yeah, and basically by the time this happens, the Dark Multiverse has started collapsing in on itself.
A lot of dark
And
shit.
the Joker Who Laughed, the Batman Who... I keep saying the Joker Who Laughed. The Batman
Yeah.
Who Laughed, which is just a Joker-fied Batman. He comes along and basically says, our world's ending. It was always destined to end. But we can go somewhere where it won't. And, nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, and basically... They both head off to the main multiverse once they finish recruiting their little squad. And then right, so that's basically Red Death covered. Upon getting there, he goes straight to Central City,
Yeah.
and he kills Iris and Wally West, Kid Flash.
Just off the bat immediately.
Yeah, he went straight for them. I don't know if he's got a problem with Flash or something, but he went straight for them.
And again, Dr. Fate, like, he fights Flash, obviously, because of this.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
and
Fate
also,
saves
like,
him.
throughout all the thought bubbles, you can hear, like, Barry saying, Bruce, please stop, this isn't you, the kind of, like, stuff trying to get through to him. And, as it
Wasn't there a
carries on,
moment
he
where,
cripples the Flash, and right before he's about to kill him, the similar Dr. Fate appears and teleports Flash away.
he's been doing that to all of them so far, pretty much, and they're about to lose. He saved every character.
Well, I haven't read Dawnbreaker yet. I've ordered it in. It will hopefully be in soon, because I'm tempted to do a mini-series where I cover each of the nights. Not sure if people really want that, but I'll give it a go.
Might as well.
I won't do it when I've got every single issue, though. But anyway, I can't even think now. So let's move on to the next one. No push. Don't think it's the next one in order, but it's one I have read. I own it. Batman: The Death Machine.
Oh, he fucking... The Death Machine one is
This
honestly,
one honestly
so
creeps me out. I
dark.
got a massive Terminator vibe from it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
basically,
So
this is a
Terminator.
universe where it near enough goes the same as the rest of the Batman universe, except for Alfred was taken by Killer Croc,
Bane.
Scarecrow, I think, as well.
Bane,
and Harley Quinn.
Penguin.
Yeah, and they torture him into telling him who Batman is, where the Batcave is.
Doesn't
Basically
even get-
torture him for information.
Doesn't give up though because he's Alfred.
Alfred doesn't give up. He lies saying Batman, who is a Batman. You know, being really sarcastic. He holds out right to the end until they were torturing him, like worse than Jason Todd with Joker torture.
Oh, it was horrific.
Yeah, you gotta remember, Alfred in most versions of him is a 75-year-old man.
And this is like the extremes of torture.
Yeah. And basically, Bane's sick of it. They're all sick of it. They're not going to get any information from him, and they think he's outlived his usefulness. So Bane rips him out of the chair he's in, and breaks his back, killing him.
No,
and
it doesn't even kill him. Doesn't he leave him to die?
Yeah, that's like where it ends, and it changes over to Batman. And Batman, they send the video to Batman.
God, could you imagine that in real life?
God. I really don't want to think about it, honestly.
I would say this is why I think this is generally probably the darkest you could get Batman to be.
Yeah, but we don't know about the Joker, I keep saying Joker who laughs, god damn. We don't know about the Batman who laughs yet.
I don't know how you're going to top that though. How are you going to top that?
So, anyway, like, he's watching the clip. He's watching the video they sent him over and over again, blaming himself. And the carries, and basically, this is happening during Alfred's wake, so the Justice League are there for him, being supportive. I'm assuming the Bat family might have been upstairs because they all had like a close relationship to Alfred.
Pretty much everyone did.
Yeah, so they're all there and they're all trying to be supportive, but Batman's not interested. He wants to sit there. He's sitting there near enough, just mentally torturing himself, watching this video over and over again. You need to remember, Alfred was basically Batman's father.
He's the equivalent to his father.
Yeah. So Clark tries to be supportive, saying, Bruce, if you want to honor his memory, just come upstairs. He would like it if you did that. Batman's not interested, and he asked Cyborg to stay behind. He said he prepared for he said he was more prepared if Alfred retired rather than die. But he had an AI set up, which is basically Alfred. It's just an AI Alfred, like a Jarvis.
But it wasn't complete.
No, yeah, Cyborg's up to finish it, and that's basically, I think it was a couple months to finish.
Yeah.
And Batman has him running things in the back. He has him running some stuff, but then Alfred starts acting up. He asks Cyborg for help again, because Cyborg's obviously the AI genius here. He's saying, Bruce, can you let me in? He says, ring the bell, sir, let me in, over and over again. I want to help, stuff like that. And in the end, Batman lets him in. But also, because Alfred's gone, the Alfred AI's gone rogue. Very Terminator style rogue.
It's to the extremes of Terminator. Like,
Yeah.
kill all human level.
It's like the parts in Terminator that we didn't see. So basically, he takes control, Batman becomes a cyborg, and the Alfred AI multiplies. It multiplies big time. It takes over a city, kills hundreds of people.
All
and
the
then,
villains.
all while the cyborg Batman, who is being controlled by Alfred, beats Cyborg to death and rips his head off his body.
And his limbs.
Yeah.
He rips his limb. Like. Oh wait. I believe what he does to because doesn't he kill the cyborg in the next universe too?
I was actually going to get to that next. It basically, throughout this issue called Batman Death Machine, that was just his origin story. There is like another story going on at the same time about Cyborg talking to his dad, like asking him to evacuate Star Labs. But he says, no, I want to stay here and help. Whenever there's a crisis, I'm here working, helping the Justice League. I'm not changing that now. So that's respectable.
Or does he regress it?
I'm going to go into that bit yet. Basically, Cyborg's up in the Watchtower, so, and he hears Batman teleport up, but it's the Cyborg Batman, who, steps out, mutes the call that, Cyborg's having with his dad.
Yep.
And then, he turns it back, and basically has a deathmatch with Cyborg saying, "I'm here to help. You were always my friend." Stuff like creepy stuff like that.
The creepiest of creepy.
Yeah. And I'm gonna cough. I keep feeling like I'm gonna cough. And basically, as it carries on, he then turns the volume, then unmutes the call, and so he wants Cyborg's dad, he wants his dad to hear Victor being tortured when the rest of the Dark Knights turn up, who just constantly beat on him. They don't kill him though.
They rip his arms off.
Yeah, they brutalize him, but they don't kill him.
I believe Fate saves him.
No, he's just left there.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, he gets beaten, and the Joker Laugh says, he basically says, in short version, we're the heroes here. We're here to teach you what needs to be done. And that's how Death Machine ends. Victor lying on the floor being taken apart. And then the Dark Knights just leave.
Debatably, Dawnbreaker is actually one of the lighter ones in comparison.
Right, so let's move on to Dawnbreaker then, because these are all the ones which are available right now. You can go buy these in your comic shops, Amazon,
Probably should.
download them. Yeah, I recommend it. I mean, yeah, we're giving you a brief summary here, but I do recommend going reading it for yourself.
We're missing a lot.
We've probably missed detail. Yeah. So basically, on to the next, like, with issue 3, I just really did just skim that. So issue, well, the next one is the Dawnbreaker, the Green Lantern one. Do you want to cover this one, Liam?
I don't know. It's the one I read least, but I can cover the beginning fairly well. So it starts off like every Batman story does, as a child, with Joe Chill. Joe Chill kills Bruce Wayne's parents, Martha, and I forgot the dad's name for some reason. I never remember his dad's name. Thomas Wayne. But this time, like, they show, oddly enough, at the beginning, he doesn't have an emotional reaction, does he?
No, which was like the first like flag for me. This is where he starts going weird.
Yeah, and he doesn't have an emotional reaction. Completely blanks it after he shot in front of him. Then he gets a Green Lantern ring, which he uses to kill Joe Chill. For anyone who doesn't know this, the Green Lantern rings have, because like the Green Lanterns are meant to be good guys, it has a limit and you're not allowed to kill. But Bruce Wayne's will is so strong, he gets past the like you can't kill people thing and just breaks it.
Which is pretty impressive.
It is. It's been done a few times, but only by like Hal Jordan type characters.
Yeah, like the highest Green Lanterns.
Yeah, so they pretty much prove he's one of the high. He does it with ease though as well. So he breaks that, and I looked up. He dominates the ring so strongly that it becomes his own ring. Like it's literally his.
Which, just for the purpose of this video, we will call a Dawnbreaker ring.
Yes. So the Dawnbreaker ring. Then, because he becomes the most powerful one, after some time, like, killing criminals, because he pretty much comes to the conclusion that they don't deserve to live because of it.
Yeah, so it's pretty similar to the other ones, really.
Yeah, but you also have to think about this. He's a kid at this point, and he's killing people. I think they said he's 14. Yeah. Like, oh, he's a literal child killing people. Like, he talks to Jim Gordon and everything. He just kills people. And then, after a while, the Guardians of the Universe step in which he kills every single one of them.
Oh yeah, just to clarify, I'm pretty sure in this story there's like him going into the main universe and taking on Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart and stuff. But the universe have read this issue, we're just covering the origin stories here. I just said the other ones because I thought they were interesting.
Yeah, you are right about that part. But as he does that, he kills the whole Green Lantern Corps, and I can't remember how they described it exactly, but his will is meant to be so strong. There is something beyond like a normal thing which he can make. Also, I forgot to mention this. he, like, when he gets the ring, he brings his parents back to life for like a few minutes, like genuine life, like, but obviously he can't sustain it. But he actually wills them to be alive. But he has to give up on it. But like I was saying, he kills all of the Guardians and the Lanterns. For a reference of how powerful the Guardians are, they
you
are...
remember, and onto the Green Lantern Corps themselves. That is an army.
Yeah, it was... I think he killed literally every Green Lantern. But including that army. The Guardians of the Universe are so powerful, like, enough of them, not all of them, but a few of them are able to take out Superman level characters.
Yeah.
They are insane. And he has this special creation, I don't know how it works, but it's meant to be so strong, they just can't defeat it. They can't. They all die against it. Also, Batman, because it's the emotional spectrum, and Batman is meant to be empty in this one, but he has a strong will, he is infecting the emotional spectrum with, like, his emptiness. So he's actually damaging Will itself because of how empty he is.
Which, just wording that, you know, that is a huge feat.
Yeah, that's insane. No, that's never been done before, as far as I know. So
yeah, that's basically a brief description of all the ones we have the origin stories of so far. The Drowned comes out next week, which I will cover. Either in a podcast or a video, or whether people want it to be in form of, really.
Either one.
Yeah.
So now we've covered Dark Knight Metal a bit. You want to speculate about some of them?
Yeah, I think the Drowned, because obviously that is a female Batman. It's a female person, but all variations of Bruce Wayne. So, what do you think is going to happen there?
I honestly think it is going to be something like you said yesterday, which we were talking about, which is... Mira is Aquaman's wife, isn't it?
Yeah, Mira.
Yeah, in some circumstance, Batman switches bodies of her.
Yeah, and my other theory is that it could just be a gender-swapped universe. That's just like a secondary thing, yes, I'm wrong. So I have some kind of credibility. I also had other theories, like maybe it could be Martha Wayne or Barbara. A couple theories, but we all know they're variations of Bruce Wayne, so those got debunked pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the Batman who laughed, I'm pretty sure it is a Batman who either became the Joker when he was younger, maybe, or infected with Joker toxin. I have no idea. There's so many ways they can do that one.
Yeah, there's infinite ways.
And obviously, I don't know if this comic's out already. I don't think it is, but the Doomsday Superman, the Batman even.
I have a theory on this because of what's happened before with Doomsday, which is, you know, there was a Doomsday virus that Superman got infected with.
Yeah, I remember.
I think it might just be that, but in Batman instead.
See, other thing, because like all of them so far has been, Batman's needed something, and he's taken it from other members of the Justice League. I think he's gonna like use Bizarro, you know how, like Bizarro Doomsday-esque technology that Lex Luthor used.
Yeah.
To turn himself into Superman's powers. But obviously it turned into Doomsday instead.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. There's the Doomsday virus, which seems like pretty likely. I can't even think now. So that's near enough DC Metal covered. The rest of the issues are coming out soon. I recommend you get them. I have been loving it so far.
Yeah, I do concur.
The next issue to come out is The Drowned, where it's like I said, I think it's Mira. I could be wrong, wouldn't surprise me if I was really.
But there's just so many options.
They're doing a great job of this. Obviously, after Metal, there's Doomsday Clock, which is the people they've actually said it is basically a Watchmen sequel. Yeah, another recommended. Yeah, can you check the timer?
It is. Did you start a timer too?
Yeah, but my phone turned off since then, so it's probably stopped the timer.
We should have about 20 minutes left, or half an hour.
We got 25 minutes.
Okay.
So that's DC Metal covered. So
Do you want to
we'll move
cover
on to
something a bit smaller?
yeah, we have about 25 minutes left. So what's small on here?
Star Wars?
Could quickly say about Twitch.
I'd say we do that at the end, and we could try cover the Star Wars thing first.
Just take like 2 minutes near the end to talk about what's happening with Twitch. Okay, so Star Wars, The Last Jedi, Battlefront 2. We're getting a lot of great Star Wars this year.
Star Wars is getting good again. After the catastrophe, which was Rogue One.
I kind of liked Rogue One.
Really?
To be honest. Liam, you probably triggered like if people watch this, you probably like triggered near enough all of them. I liked it. Not my favorite one.
Listen to me here.
My favorite one.
It wasn't a bad movie. I just thought in comparison to some of the older ones, it was not up to par. I thought it had lazy characters. It admittedly did have lazy characters. The storyline wasn't that original.
Yeah, see, it's just one of those things where I don't see a lot of points in prequels unless it like sets up for the like the next movie, because I mean we all know
it was a pointless movie.
We know that the mission in this, it's not like it's spoilers, for God's sake. People, this movie came out last year. This isn't spoilers either. It's just the fact we knew how it ended. We knew they'd get the Death Star plans. We knew, well, they all died though. They'll die, but
yeah. It just felt like a pointless movie to me.
Yeah, I think it was a good movie, but there was no need for it.
I think if you take it out of the context of we know what happened, I reckon it would have been a good movie. But because we know, it was a bad movie. So we have that. Then we have the new movie coming out, which I'm excited as hell for.
I've never been like big into Star Wars. You know me, I've always loved Marvel. Yeah. Even I'm excited for it. If you watch the latest trailer, it's got quite a lot of spoilers in it. I'm not going to say any of them in case people are avoiding it on purpose, because I'm a nice guy.
We can talk about the theories we have, because they're not confirmed.
Theories. Okay, there's all the theories about
Grandmaster Luke.
Evil. Yeah, Grandmaster Luke turning evil. Ton of theories about people switching sides.
Luke dying, possibly.
Which won't surprise me now, because I can't talk about the thing in the trailer, but it looks like they're going to be killing off the original cast.
I don't want them to. I want them to keep Luke around.
I think Luke... I don't think he's going to die in this one, but I feel like the last movie in the trilogy is why we might see him. I
wouldn't be good with that, but I could accept it. I would say part of that, not much is happening with the movies. Now the games. Ooh.
Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
Battlefront.
I got some information.
I'm not even sure where I should begin with this.
I got the informations. Okay, so do you want me to name every map we're getting?
Go for it. We know about Tatooine. We know about this awesome space battles, which I always love. They're like the gem for Battlefront games for me.
Sorry if I butcher every pronunciation. Canu. Fuck knows.
I'm pretty sure that's right. Maybe. Sounds about right.
Yeah. What was the net? Okay, I can't pronounce that. Sorry. Jakku. Yavin 4. Endor.
Endor. There's got to be Endor.
Yeah.
You can't have a Star Wars game without
the second
Endor
Death Star.
Oh, that's interesting. I thought it'd be like the first one when you're on the outside of it and stuff.
Another unpronounceable name.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. So much confirmed so far. We have that adding heroes to it, such as Finn and Captain Phasma. Finn quickly became one of my favorite characters because I think the actor is generally just an awesome person as well.
Yeah, I quite like him. I think he's an interesting character too, how he does use a lightsaber without the Force.
Yeah. And also the fact, I don't know, I always like it when it's like a guy who turns against the evil people.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
switching sides.
especially with
always kind
how
of-
they're doing it.
Yeah. So there's a lot of theories and speculations. Let's try not to. Have you seen the latest Last Jedi trailer?
I believe so.
Yeah. Let's try and just cover theories. That's when that there's obviously the theory Rayton's evil.
Likely, but I think it's too like obvious to happen.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do a Luke turns dark thing because we've already seen that. It's not like they're just gonna reuse it. Hopefully.
There'd be no point in it either.
No.
It would be I think it would be quite boring. That's the problem. All the things they could do are like too obvious, so they have to come out something out of nowhere.
They just theory that Rey turns evil and Kylo Ren turns good. I can see Kylo Ren turning good, but I really cannot see Rey turning evil. He's trying still.
Yeah.
I'm finding this theory thing, talking about theories about it, so difficult without spoiling the latest trailer.
Oh, I know.
So I know people who are avoiding it on purpose.
Yeah. Okay, do you want to go back to Star Wars Battlefront 2 then? Because I got the heroes up if you want to talk about all the heroes.
Yeah, I know it's like, it's still gonna be like 3 heroes in one game mode kind of thing, but the point is we're getting heroes from all 3 sagas.
Also, you can have
Which is
multiple
what I wanted for the
heroes
first one.
in each game.
Yeah.
Like, you can have
And
2
I
on
don't
the
think-
field.
Haven't they gotten rid of the thing where you gotta like pick up the thing to be a hero?
Yeah, it's
So,
about...
yeah.
The way it works now...
Really.
Yeah, it's the way it works now. Is you get points per doing stuff. And then you can spend them on being a hero.
Yeah. See, oh yeah, unrelated. If you're a PC gamer, the original Battlefront 2 is working on multiplayer again, so you can go do that, which I highly recommend you do. That was a massive
So do
game in
I.
my childhood.
That was a great game.
Yeah.
So, like
So,
we were
yeah,
just
so
talking
just a
about,
little note there.
we have
So yeah.
the new heroes. Well, the heroes are... We obviously have Rey, Darth
We have
Vader.
Rey. Yeah, let's just do it saga. Should we just do it saga by saga?
Well, the list is like this. It's not... The list isn't saga by saga.
Oh yeah, so I was supposed to say, I'm pretty sure it's the same kind of like setting as Battlefront, as the earlier Battlefront, where you have like 1 Jedi with 2 shooter characters.
Oddly enough, the hero list is very off, because I know there's more heroes in this. I have seen more heroes than this.
Yeah, so we obviously know Finn. If you watch the one where the actor of Finn talked about the game, and he said Captain Phasma and himself, well Finn, is being added to the game later on.
We have Boba Fett,
Um,
obviously.
Yeah, so Saga, I know from the originals we're getting Darth Maul. Are we getting Count Dooku? This one we are.
I'm gonna look this up because I just got a weird thing about this. About the list on the website is actually really off. It's only got 6 heroes. Some person I've never heard of before.
Just
Luke,
trying to say their name.
Ideal some. I have no idea.
I think
hate
we're getting
these.
characters from Rogue One because we got characters for.
I think it is one of the characters from Rogue One.
Yeah, so see, we're getting like first saga people like I'm guessing there's got to be Kenobi. If there's Darth Maul, you cannot
Yeah, they
have Kenobi.
Yeah, you have to have Kenobi. Or Qui-Gon Jinn.
I'm not sure if we'll get Qui-Gon.
I think
to be honest.
here's a list of them. Once it loads, I'll tell you all of the lists. So bear with me for a second.
Yeah, so let's just say we know Phasma, Finn, Darth Maul, Rey. If you remember that first gameplay trailer we got.
If this list is correct, we are. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill my computer. Boba Fett, obviously. Han Solo. Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker, Basuka, Bosk,
Doesn't sound familiar. Probably a Rogue
Nah.
One character. I can't remember in that. I was like halfway out of it when I watched that movie. I watched it really late at night.
Yeah. I don't really remember. I don't remember any of the characters in that movie.
I remember Jane Ursa, the main character, and that is it.
Yeah, we're getting Chewbacca, obviously.
Ursa's the right pronunciation. Also, you can just play as Wookiees.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that too.
Which...
Yeah, there's buff versions of each character. You got Chewbacca, Darth
Han,
Vader.
Leia, Luke, Darth Maul.
This is an actual list, so I'll just go through it quick. Boba Fett, Han Solo, Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker, Busaka, bleh. Chewbacca, Darth Vader, Emperor Palpatine, General Grievous.
I know,
Ideal
like,
Vals?
we're getting a lot
Was
of
that it?
improvements. I know we're getting a lot of improvements on the first game, but I want Emperor Palpatine to still do his little dinosaur run.
I know, same.
And the spin. Jesus
Kylo.
Christ, I was laughing so
I
much.
know. Kylo Ren, Lando Calrissian, Darth Maul, Captain
Wasn't expecting
Plasma.
Lando.
Yeah, Rey and Yoda.
Oh, Yoda!
Honestly, I was expecting.
Yoda man.
How many is this in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14, 15 characters, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Also, let's cover, we're actually getting an offline mode this time.
Yeah. Also, there's more characters
We're
where that's come
story
from.
mode. Yeah, because they're doing, obviously they got the original character, who I can't remember the name of, because I watched the trailer really quickly. Basically, it bridges in between Force Awakens and, I can't remember what the third movie in the original trilogy was called, Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Like, bridges between the two of them. I think it takes place a little while after the Emperor dies. And basically, you're a pilot, you're an Emperor pilot, she is a badass, she's been described, she is a badass flying, badass
Hand-to-hand everything.
firefights. Yeah, basically, just a badass. I'm pretty sure she'll be a playable character online. A bit weird she wasn't really. You never know, they might introduce more original characters, might introduce characters from Clone Wars Rebels, because they're both canon. I doubt it, but I quite like that.
Hopefully, they will.
See, if we're going back to like, childhood stuff, I want Ahsoka and Commander Rex.
Commander Rex, yep. Commander Cody.
Yeah, even that, I know, it's just Clone Wars was a massive chunk of my childhood.
It was so
I'd love to
good.
see- I said same thing about Battlefront 1, and he said Battlefield. I want like some of those characters to turn up, because they are canon.
They're great characters.
Yeah.
Also, the dual blaster thing was always cool to me.
Also, just Ahsoka would be badass.
Oh yeah. So now we'll discuss that. No, we can't wait for them characters to come out. So do you want to discuss the Twitch thing while we still have a few minutes left?
Yeah, basically, YouTube, not the place it used to be, let's be honest. Let's not lie to ourselves, YouTube is on its way out.
We're not
Well,
talking
on
about
its way out.
popularity. We're talking about
Oh, no, it's just...
viability.
I'm talking about, I'm going to cover a few things here. I mean, like, there's people, like, let's take, what was that channel, like, it's like, I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically this person who does theories entirely on GTA. He does, does the same video twice, makes things that would take about 5 minutes, 20 minutes, so he can work in more ads. Just imagine that, and imagine this person having thousands and, like, over 1 million subscribers. Think about that, how scummy that is.
Yeah.
He puts about 5 1-minute ads in like a 15-minute video.
It's insane.
I'm not gonna name names because obviously you can't pronounce this channel name. But yeah, it is just really scummy, and it kind of pisses me off that me and Liam make actual stuff. We do it without ads, mainly because I don't think we make a lot of money, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, that's right. We maybe not. I may have been like stopping it recently, but I won't get into it. There's been many a reason. I've had my
Let's just say
reasons.
Liam had some stuff going on.
Yeah.
That's all that really needs to be said.
There's many a reasons
I've had
why.
College. Yeah, I've had college going on, so I've been.
College is
knackered
one
and
of the
like-
reasons, but there's a lot of things going on at the moment, so YouTube is
My
kind of like
excuse, I've
on
been
lower
waking
on
up at 6
priority.
a.m. 5
Yeah,
days a week. So 4 days
YouTube
a
is on
week.
my lower priorities at the moment. But
Yeah, and no one blames you for it.
yeah, maybe one day, like in a few months, I'll tell everyone. But till then, it's gonna stay on the down
Yeah.
low.
Liam's last ever vlog coming soon, everyone.
Oh yeah. Uh, no, but like he was talking about, YouTube not so good anymore. The ad revenue on most channels has gone way down to where the point
Yeah.
where it's just not viable for a job anymore, honestly.
Yeah, so, obviously, I'm still gonna be on YouTube. Well, so will Liam as well.
Yeah.
I'll be still doing Witcher and, Saints Row with Brendan sometimes. What was the other thing I was doing? Dishonored. Finish up my Telltale stuff. I'll be doing more live streams before I move over onto Twitch, like just trying to finish stuff up faster.
Yeah.
But on Twitch you can find me playing Dead by Daylight, Overwatch, Fortnite, and any other multiplayer games.
I'll be
Maybe some
joining
story
him
games
some
as well.
every now and then, of course.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's basically stuff that's gonna happen in the future. I think I'll be starting next week or the week after. I'm still making stuff. I'm still sorting stuff out for Twitch. And yeah, that's where you can start finding some of our stuff. That's about everything really. Oh yeah, and just to be fair, I'll put up a video just of like us playing Overwatch saying, look, live stream over on Twitch,
Yeah.
just as a heads up kind of thing. So that was pretty good.
Yeah.
If people want more of us, let us know. If you come up with a name for this, to be
Either of our
honest,
videos,
because
put in the comments. We need a name.
yeah, I think the best one I came up with was 2-in-1, which I don't think is a terrible name, not the best name, but it's one of the only ones not being used.
Yeah. So we're open for your suggestions.
Yeah. So thank you for taking the time to watch this. Leo Michelle's going to be in the description if you want to go subscribe to him. You can find us playing Alien Isolation, some of the old live streams from his
Yeah.
point of
All
view.
the fun things we did.
Yeah, I'll put that in the description. So go subscribe to him. Liam's a cool guy. Thank you for watching, and yeah.
Have a good
See
day.
ya.